food. I'd wear a damn helmet too. That's insane.
Yeah. People did eat pet food there. I saw it.
Would some people try a little, got used to it?
Yeah, I'd see some people do it. Like sometimes, like, you know, you'd see some high level people do it too. Like, it's like, you don't need to do this, dude. Like,
oh shit, that's just Cracker Jack Russell. You
yeah,
know,
they're just trying to, like, you know, get down with us a little bit.
Oh yes, some people love animals so much they'll have there's people that even videos of people that will snack with them and have those little treats.
Yeah, I don't advise it from a microbiological perspective.
Really?
Because I have a micro degree as well. I wouldn't eat raw cat food, like wet cat food. I mean,
no.
It does go through like a
that
cooking
shit makes
process.
my wiener soft, brother. I'll tell you that out the gate.
But I did see dudes eat it.
Would you?
Yeah, like with a spoon, like wet cat food. Eat
Why?
it. I think it was a flex.
No.
It was a flex, yeah.
Is there one type that's the good type? Take me through some of that.
No, it's all as far as like cat food to eat.
Yeah, get you a little snack.
No, I don't want to try none of it because I knew what was in that, and I knew like what was in like proteins and like all that goes into those foods, and I understood all the kill steps and stuff were there, but I also know that my digestive tract is far different from a feline's or canines, and we ain't made to eat what they're made to eat. And so yeah, I did not partake, but yeah, you'd see a dude like take a big spoonful of cat food and then like drive off in his Lamborghini because, you know, it was usually like a high level person.
Yes.
Like
it's a power move.
It was a power move. Yeah. It was impressive though. I was like, damn.
Dude, I was just talking to my friend this morning at breakfast about things that the powerful do and why they operate certain ways, because it's like, yeah, what can I do? How weirder could this get if you have everything? If the basic, like, I need to make money to survive, I need to feed my family, or once you have like, I have 7 wives living in different cities, I'm gonna live in a jet, or I live in some people might be living on other planets now, they don't even know.
Got their own islands.
Yes. And it's like, then what, at this point, yes, I'm having cat food, but I want the greatest cat food ever. I want cat food that cats can't even afford to eat.
Yeah. And sometimes they pretend like they could discern between, be like, they're not going to like this. I was like, but you're not a cat. Yeah, like how do you?
Or he eats it. He's eating. That's
so,
for cats.
He's like saying, like he's basically stating he's eaten so much of this food he can now discern between what will work and what will not.
He's like, oh, that's good.
Yeah, this is.
Oh, that's good, huh?
Oh, that's good. They're gonna love this. Yeah. Yeah, the Himalayan cats are gonna love this.
A tilapia aftertaste. What was a product that you guys made while you were there? Do you remember one product that kind of came through?
Yeah, it's called Dentistix Fresh. It's still on the market. I see it out there.
And it's for animals?
Yeah, it's for dogs. It's basically a teeth cleaning dental chew.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Very digestible. There it is. That's my baby right there.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah, that was one of my products that I launched from start to finish, and yeah,
that's cool.
It's cool. It's cool to see it kind of out there still doing its thing.
Yeah. At the end of a show, you hum some of those out in the audience.
Yeah, I probably need to start chucking them out there. Like take a bite out of them.
I'll catch one, dude. I'll come on stage, catch one in my mouth.
No, I would eat one of those if I had to, but I wouldn't eat none of that cat food.
That's fair. And look, I love to hear that.
That's mostly like flour. That's mostly wheat flour, and got, it ain't got the same ingredients that cats do.
Did you ever pitch a product that they didn't like, or are you allowed to pitch products? You did?
Yeah, I did. I pitched a lot of products, but at the end of the day, I was the geeky scientist, and they're like, you need to make what you need to make, and they have a much, I think, a greater understanding of what the market requires than some of us geeky scientists do. I had my own lab, and I would come up with these new things and new designs and pitch them in my free time, and there was a lot of creativity to it, and that was, there's actually a lot more creativity to analysis than you think, and there's a lot more analysis to creativity than you think. I think the two can work very well together, and like back to what I was saying, but like when my dad died, I was able to kind of apply science and songwriting because I was like so devastated, but like I was kind of able to metaphorically put a lab coat on and go into researcher mode, and that's kind of where the songs came from. I just started like looking at my pain from another perspective, like trying to look at it from the outside in, like as an observer, and then just kind of documenting my findings as I went. Like I spent 4 years making this record, Son of Dad, and like 2 or 3 of those years were research years, just me documenting everything I was going through.
Wow.
And keeping, meticulous records like scientists do, but I was channeling that into songs instead of like, a pet food product, but I was still using the same methodology, like, cause I had to be true to it. Because that's the thing about science. It's just a truth detection tool. It's not an ideology or a paradigm. It's just an effective tool if it's used correctly.
It's like a metal detector.
Yeah, exactly. Or a chainsaw. Even if you use it great, it can be great. But if you use it right, it can be great. If you use it wrong, it might cut your damn hand off. Like science created the atomic bomb. It's also created cures for incurable diseases that we thought. It's a beautiful thing, but at the end of the day, it's just a tool for detecting truth. And I used it like that. So I would have this question and I'd have my observations, and then I'd create a hypothesis, as you would say, which would basically be a song title, an idea. And I would go out and test it in the world. I'd play it in front of 7 people here, 10 people there, 7 people here, 7 people there, and I would get instant data, like feedback, which is data that in the scientific field we can spend 6 months it can be 6 months before you get your first result from an experiment. So I was getting instant results. So I love that part of it.
Yeah, I think that instant feedback is, it helps you know what's going on. It's even like working with the jokes, and getting them out there.
Absolutely.
That's pretty fascinating how like the parts of your life, like to be a scientist, to have like a methodology, to then use it to channel your emotions and look at them. You look at your emotions, look at your life, look at the path of things, to put like, to almost like take a template of science and apply it to something as emotional as music.
Yeah, I kind of joke around calling myself a song scientist, but that's essentially what it is. Because user bias is like it can so easily contaminate your results and contaminate your entire experiment and experience. And so I really was trying to use user bias because I was trying to authenticate something in one of my own emotions and experiences, but also take user bias out of it, because at the end of the day, you got to find the truth. And just because you don't like the results doesn't mean they're not true. And that's where user bias like gets in the way, because you want the results to be different. Maybe you really like this song, but you're not getting the results that you thought it was going to get. So you start adjusting your formula. Yeah, and then before you know it, you got conclusive results. Either conclusively, this is not the truth, or conclusively, this is the truth. And then you run with the truth, whether it's good for you or bad for you. And that's...
Yeah, I was just looking at this right here. It says user bias refers to cognitive tendencies that distort how individuals perceive, interpret, or respond during research. What are examples of user bias?
For example, you think that this is going to work. For whatever reason, you have a hunch like that this whatever thing is going to work, and you've now like attached an emotion to it because you almost need it to work now. Now it's more about you than it is about the truth. Like, so when you go into like an experiment, it doesn't need to work out for you. Like, your feelings have to be completely separate from this.
If you're doing true research.
Yeah, if you're going to be a true researcher and using the scientific method the proper way. So, that's, I guess, when you get into a song, especially a song about your dad or a song about loss, it's easy to be like, well, it needs to be like this. It needs to say this, or it needs to say that, because that's what's going to make me feel good. But that's may not be the truth.
Yeah, I think your songs don't really take me on like they don't take me on a typical journey of like a beginning, middle, and end, I guess. And some of them are different than others, of course. Yes, but yeah, I guess sometimes you think of a song, especially if it's a country song, I think, of having like a beginning, middle, and end, almost like a journey. Whereas yours sometimes sort of like take me on a ride past something or through something.
Yeah.
And it's not as much of like, you're giving me this story as much as you are providing some things, and I'm remembering the story of mine that associates with it sometimes.
Yeah. Well,
maybe.
I feel like my favorite.
And I'm not trying to like, what the fuck do I know? But some of that